I mean, you'll often hear that passenger rail is old technology and we should be investing in the next thing like Hyperloop or maglev or whatever. What do you think is the argument for investing in passenger rail, not just in the Northeast Corridor, but in regions all over the country?
I guess the way I think about it is if a rail skeptic says times have changed, I would say, yeah, not only have times have changed in a way that makes rail more important and not less. And there's several things that I mean by that. One, roads have only become more congested. They become so congested in some areas that you literally could not widen your way out of that problem. You've got to create alternatives. A second is that, clean air and climate was not something people were thinking about in the time of the creation of the National Railroad Network or, frankly, the interstate highway system. It is about efficiency. It is about modernity. I also think there's, frankly, a sort of somewhat nationalist way to explain this that just says, hey, if somebody in Japan or Germany has a certain level of passenger rail service, why should Americans settle for an inferior level of service? And yet we've tolerated that for too long when it comes to passenger rail. Not because the folks who work on passenger rail aren't good at it, but because we haven't put in the resources. We get that right, so many opportunities open up. I really think 21st century conditions argue for passenger rail even more than 20th century conditions did.